Hey guys, what's up? Fanboy Prime here, and today I want to show you guys my latest half price books haul. This is possibly my favorite half price books haul, possibly my best. I'm not sure. That's all subjective. I really dug the time I was able to pick up about 40 back issues of JSA for 40 cents each out of their clearance bin. That was a pretty good trip. But this trip, I found some things that I've never found before. So I thought that was awesome. We'll get to it. This is part of the same haul I got on Monday, September 19th. I had two mail hauls come in, and that day I happened to take my wife Halloween decor shopping, which turned into clothes shopping, which turned into, I can't remember what else she bought. Sorry, Lady Prime. But yeah, I took the opportunity to hit up a half price books, and I had a pretty good visit. Let me adjust this real quick before we start showing the books I got. You guys know I just use these for background and to be able to have an idea of placement. First up is Action Comics 1041. Now I picked up the other cover from Mags, but I happened to find this one at half price books, Action Comics 1041, which, man, yeah, I jumped all over it to see the four Supermen from the Reign of the Superman storyline. Yeah, great cover. Next up is the All-Star Squadron number 3. This was a 30 cents plus tax pickup, so yeah, why wouldn't I? Pretty awesome. Next up, the Man of Steel number 1 from the miniseries. Now, you guys know I already own this book. So I'm going to possibly hook up my friend Nightwing 207 with this copy. Actually, I think I'll give him both covers, the collector's edition cover and then the regular cover. That way he'll have a set. Flashpoint Project Superman number 1. Right around the Flashpoint event and the New 52, I kind of was falling out of comics. I had just got married. Priorities were, you're in the new stages of being married, so I wasn't sure where exactly I was going to be able to spend, and it was just a convenient time to get out of comics. So I collected a few of the Flashpoint miniseries. I have like 2 or 3 of them where I have issue 1 and 2, but I didn't go back and buy 3. So Flashpoint Superman. The Project Superman is one I do want to, complete, just being a Superman guy. What If the Hulk Had Killed Wolverine? What If number 50? This one's a little beat up, but man, love that cover, and I've been wanting to read this issue for so long. So yeah, super pumped to be able to add that to the collection. I love the What If title. It was one of the ones in my younger years I bought a few issues of. I had a whole bunch of back issues. Maybe about 15 years ago, I recycled a whole bunch of really, really, really beat up comics, and I definitely regret that. But yeah, this is not one I ever owned before, so this one was an awesome find for me. Beat up copy for $1.50. And when I say beat up, it's mainly some spine ticks. I'll go for that all day. Green Lantern 141. This is during a Winix run on Green Lantern. And I love the Green Lantern covers from this time period, like 2000, 2001, 2002. Like, just fun covers. I don't think comic covers, look at the colors, like, just something about this time period of comics, once again, is my favorite. About 2000 to 2005 DC Comics, even 2006, 2007. Just a boom period for me, I guess. I really enjoy that time period. These next 3 are not books I normally bought or I normally buy, but I thought it was pretty cool to find Thor 400, which originally I saw it and I was like, okay, and I wasn't going to get it in the newsstand too. And it's in some old plastic. I should have probably replaced the plastic, the bag and board on it. I don't know why I didn't. I did on the other books, and I didn't do it on this book either. I was going to pass up on it until I saw Thor 450, and I was like, oh man, those covers looking, similar, paying homage to one another. And I'm sure paying homage to an older book that I'm not familiar with. I'm not too big on Thor. But I saw these, and man, they were too good to pass up. This one was, I think, It's probably $1 is what I paid with tax. This one less than $1.50 for that book. So yeah, pretty cool. And then I saw this one, Thor 434. Decided to add it to. Someone had sold or turned in sold a bunch of Thor books to the half price books. These were the ones that really sparked my interest. The yellow cover, I dig that. Also a Newsstand. This was a 50-cent pickup, 50 cent plus tax. So yeah, why not? Superman, the Man of Tomorrow, number 5. It is triangle number 25 from 1996. So this brings my triangle number hunt down to 139. I only need 139 more triangle number books to complete that 524 book set. Justice League number 7, the Jim Lee cover. This is a book that is going out to Otaku Tour Guide a few months ago or weeks ago. He posted on Instagram that he was looking for it. And I should have mailed this already. So Otaku Tour Guide, if you're watching this, sorry, buddy. The water heater went out this past weekend. It kind of threw my scheduling or my plans, down the drain. But I will get that out to you hopefully tomorrow. If not, probably in 2 weeks. But I do have that book for you, and I'll get you that book. The Adventures of Superman 472. Pre-triangle number here. Pre-triangle number, but like I said, another one of my hunts or desires, if I can get them on the cheap, is every Superman mainline title from, right after Crisis on Infinite Earths to Infinite Crisis. This was a 38-cent pickup, 38 cents plus tax, 50 cents. So yeah, I mean, if I can keep getting the majority of the books that cheap, yeah, why not do it? Day of Judgment number 3 and number 4. I thought I was one book away from completing this because I picked up number 1, I believe, from Mags in my last video, or I guess 2 videos ago. But I think I doubled up on one of them, and I think this is the one I doubled up on. So I'm actually 2 books away from completing this miniseries. This is Powerman and Iron Fist number 74, Newsstand, 25-cent pickup plus tax. Powerman and Iron Fist number 87, 30-cent pickup plus tax. Moon Knight on the cover. Powerman and Iron Fist 118, 65 cents. So what is that? 33 cent plus tax. Powerman and Iron Fist 119, another 33-cent pickup plus tax. So yeah, why wouldn't I do it? All right, and the next 3 books, it's pretty awesome. I've never seen anything like this at Half Price Books. I have seen a few signature books, but this one is particularly special to me. They are signed copies. Brent Breeding, Dan Jurgens, of Superman 75. Brent Breeding, Dan Jurgens. Got Dan and Brett. So yeah, these were awesome. Yeah, I somebody else was flipping through them, and this is the second story I've told where someone else dropped the ball, I guess. Somebody else was flipping through the higher price books, the ones set aside, they're behind a cage, but you can kind of flip through them, which I hate because definitely not the best situation for the books. But he was telling his girlfriend, he's like, oh, they got a Superman book signed, it's sealed. And, just, hey, I'm going to go check that out when he walks away. And, yeah, it was these books. At first, I just saw these 2. I didn't know this one was in there. And stupid me, when I first bought it, I bought this one, 2213 out of 7,500, and 2212 out of 7,500. So I actually left, got food for myself and the wife, and then I went back to the store and bought these 2 because it is a set, 2212 of 7,500, 2212 of 7,500. It has, your certificate of death. Let it be known on this day, November 17th, 1992, Superman has been legally pronounced dead. With deep love and respect to the memory of Superman, we at Supercard and Comics Inc. and National Comic Services Ltd. present to the bearer this pair of DC Comics Superman 75, of which he or she shall be assured is authentically numbered as one of 7,500 autographed by artists Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding. So yeah, pretty cool. So I have the set for $22.12, and I only have the regular copy, not the collector's, for the $22.13. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Definitely an interesting thing to add to the collection. You guys know I am doing, trying to get every printing of the Death of Superman and the Return of Superman, the Funeral for a Friend, every printing, every cover, every variant, newsstand, whatever you want to call it, of the saga. This doesn't help in that hunt, but it's just a pretty cool addition to have as it relates to that collection. Now, next up was some awesome finds. This is Superman 74, the newsstand, which to find that out in the wild is insane because it's so hard to locate newsstands. Little staining, and it has a tear up here, but cool enough for me just to have it and check it off the list. Cool enough for me. Also, the Adventures of Superman 498 newsstand, which I believe I'm only the second printing away from completing this set. I was able to find the newsstand for Superman 76. And I was able to find the newsstand for Superman 80. Awesome. Like I said, to find these out in the wild and not to have to overpay on eBay, really, really cool. Excellent finds. This was a very fruitful trip for me. So that wraps up the haul. But with the purchase of Superman 76, I'm going to go ahead and take this one out of the way. I'm 95% sure I have the complete set. I forgot to go check on Scoon's Comics video. But I believe for the Superman 76, it is just the newsstand, the direct, and the second printing. And I believe that completes the set for Superman 76. I know for a fact that I did complete Superman 80, the direct, and the newsstand. So it was cool. This was a very fruitful trip. Like I said, very fruitful trip that I was able to complete 2 sets in the Death of Superman, Death and Return of Superman saga. So yes, excellent trip. Between finding some autographed books and finding some newsstands, definitely awesome. Plus, I was able to find a couple of books for some friends. So yeah, this is probably my most fruitful trip. I won't say it was probably my best haul from Half Price Books, but probably my most fruitful trip. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for continued support to this channel. I looked at the the views I've been getting on my last video, the one I did with Ollie, and you guys definitely showing your love and support for him, so I appreciate that. Thank you guys for all the comments. Neil, I'll have to get back with you on his thoughts of Bane versus Kong. I believe he said that Kong would eat Bane, but that Bane's venom would infect Kong, and so he would become, I don't know, is there a Baneanized, Kong? But he said if he did eat Bane and the venom got into his system, he would finally be able to defeat Godzilla. So quite the imagination on that young fella. But thank you guys for, once again, your continued support of this channel, of my son. Definitely appreciate it, you guys. Have a good one. Thank you.